What's going on, my friends? Chris here. I want to bring you all an update today of Bitcoin. Right now we're sitting at 33,487. And what I wanted to do today was really examine on the 1 day time frame starting here the trend. And we're going to identify the trend, and we're also going to see what we're doing in the shorter term here, because there's also an area where we potentially could be trying to stick in a higher low, but we're going to have to see throughout the day. And what we're going to do here is go through the time frame. So we're going to start on the 1 day, then the 12, then the 4, then the 1, and we're going to see if we're going to be able to change that trend out of this intermediate term downtrend that we've been dealing with for a while here. So if you get some from these videos, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Also, let me know if you think 30,000 is going to continue to hold. Just put yes or no down there. I would love to hear your opinion, and we'll dig into this. So what you can see here for Bitcoin, guys, main thing I want you to point, or what I want to point out to you, our high was at $65,000. Okay, you can see lower high, lower high, lower high. All right, all of our moving averages from the 20 to the 250 have been pressing down upon us. They're acting as overhead resistance. So we've been having lower highs taking place, and we also had lower lows, because we had a low of about $30,000 and we went down to roughly about that $28,800. Okay, so we did have lower lows. But what we're looking for now is the change of trend in the shorter term. It's going to start on that 1 hour time frame and work its way out to the 4 hour, to the 1 day, to the 1 week. And that's what you have to do. We have to change this trend, this downtrend that we've been dealing with here. So what I want you to see here are these green arrows. So these are our higher lows right here at the bottom around that 28,000. Here's a low. Here's our higher low at 30,000. And then this area here, if we're able today, the candle is not closed yet for the day, but if we could close here, this potentially could be a higher low, and then we'd see if we can go up and set a higher high over top of $36,000. And this is how these things work, guys. You have to pay attention to the price action. It's going to help you so much here. But we have to still identify that the intermediate term trend has been down. Okay, so if you're taking a long position right here, say you're jumping in right now, which I wouldn't suggest just due to where we're at in the market. But if you were to jump in right here, what I would do is put a stop loss below this area. Okay, if you're assuming that this is going to be your higher low, here's your entry. You put your stop loss below these 2 wicks right here, and if it rolls over on you, then you basically have a break-even trade, or you have a slight loss. But if you're right and you start getting that move to the upside, then you move your stop loss to break even and you let it roll. Okay, but for me, taking a trade right now on the 1 day time frame when we're below this 200 EMA, I think that's dangerous, as well as being below the 20 and the 50 and the 100. You know, we have a lot of work to do to try to reverse this trend. So yes, in the shorter term, if we go through this and we go to the 12 hour here, so what you can see, this is trying to set our higher low here. So yet again, if someone entered here, stop loss below this area, because you're assuming this would be your higher low, and you'd get follow through. That's how I like to trade sometimes, guys, but I like to trade when the trend's in my favor, the overall trend. And right now the overall trend's not in my favor, so if you're taking a trade here, that's a riskier play, right? Okay, so relative strength there is going to be at 45. And if you like how I break this stuff down for you and you can kind of see these trends and you're starting to learn them, guys, that's what you're looking for. Okay, that's where you're going to be successful. Price action. If we get into the 4 hour time frame, same deal. So what we're trying to do here, here's our low, higher low, trying to keep this as our higher low. If we roll over, that's going to be very bearish for us. And then I'd look down to see if we could hold support about $30,000. But the tough thing is, and I've mentioned this many times to people here, we broke down through this 200 moving average on the 4 hour time frame at about $56,000. Since then, we've been trading below it this entire time. It's been acting as overhead resistance for us. So we have still not gotten up above that, and that's why I said it's more dangerous if you're jumping into a long in this area. I'm not talking about hodling, guys. That's a whole different story. We're talking about trading on this channel. Okay, day trading, swing trading, position trading, that's the type of stuff we're looking at here. So you can see in the shorter term, trying to set these higher lows coming in and higher highs. And if we got a higher high, that'd be up above roughly about $36,500 is what we'd have to get up through. Then we have all this resistance here at around $40,000. If we get into the 1 hour time frame, and I'm also trying to get this as quick as I can to you guys. I don't want to waffle on and just talk the whole time. I really want to get the information out. So if you like these quicker videos, let me know down low. So same deal on the 1 hour time frame here, guys. Ultimate low, higher low, higher low. Trying to hold that. You can see higher high, higher high, higher high. So what we'd have to get over ultimately for another higher high, we'd have to get over that 36.5. It's going to be a tough area. And right now in the 1 hour time frame, we would want to hold about 32,754 as support. Overhead resistance is going to come in roughly at about that $34,000 right now. If we take a quick look at the technicals, if TradingView will give them up for me here. There we go. All right, so the technicals on the 1 day time frame, we have a 15 sell, a 10 neutral, and a 1 buy. Oscillators, 1 sell, 9 neutral, and a 1 buy. Moving averages, 14 sell, 1 neutral, and a 0 buy, and that's because we have all of these moving averages from the 10 to the 200 pressing down upon us, guys. So it's going to take a lot of buying pressure to get up through some of those overhead areas there. Okay, so what I'm saying is if you're entering positions or anything, just be cautious and also use those stop losses because we can roll over pretty fast in this space. So for me, I'm just being more cautious in this area right now, really watching the market, waiting for a great opportunity. So let me know if you think the higher lows are going to keep coming or if the bears are going to swat us down. God bless each and every one of you. Take care.